It's Tuesday morning, with Monday being the holiday. We're on the campus of BYU for the Tuesday morning press conference. I'm Jared Lloyd, BYU football beat reporter for the Daily Herald and CougarBlue.com, here with Jason Franchuk, BYU football columnist. And a lot of talk today, Jason, about BYU's big 14-13 win at Ole Miss on Saturday. What did you take away from that game?
I think Broncos said it right at the end of the press conference. They're best of both worlds. Close win. Guys are eager to learn, but they know how close they were to defeat. I think that's a pretty good, humble attitude to take into Austin, Texas on Saturday.
Now, this was a game that was pretty exciting all the way down. I enjoyed the way that BYU showed its resiliency. They talked about that during the press conference. That was a team that got down but bounced back very nicely, ended up with the W. They got another tough test coming up on Saturday. Jason, what are your thoughts as BYU prepares for Texas?
Well, I think the big thing everybody's talking about right now is Texas has a new offensive coordinator, just like Ole Miss did, and Texas happens to be Brian Harsin. And Harsin's almost 35 years old, spent the past few years at Boise State. And what does everybody think about Boise State? Gadget plays, trick plays. What are they going to do? And I think you're going to see BYU practice those a lot over the next few days, just knowing not only how to cover those, but how to be aware of when they're coming. But I think another deal, Jared, is Texas is also breaking in a new defensive coordinator. They've got Manny Diaz. Manny Diaz is about 36. He spent last year at Mississippi State. With a program that was very, very strong in the SEC West. And I'm looking at Diaz's stats. They went from 71st to 22nd nationally last year, going from 26.8 points a game 2 years ago to 19.9. So Mac Brown, very charismatic, very successful head coach, brought in a couple of young assistants to try and rebuild this program. They're about the same age as Brandon Doman, as it turns out, with BYU. So you're going to see, I think, a lot of up-tempo stuff. Those guys will react very well to their players, but it's three new systems you're talking now. Texas's offense and defense, and obviously BYU's offense. So still, who's going to improve the most from week 1 to week 2, even as both teams are undefeated right now?
Well, and I think this is a big game for both teams. I'm excited to write about it. I talked to a lot of players about how both of these teams want to be considered national elite level programs. A win on Saturday would do it. I'm Jared Lloyd, here with Jason Franchuk for CougarBlue.com. We'll be here all week getting ready for the game and then heading to Austin this weekend.
Richard Teasdale's giving us the finger, like speed it up, like we're at the Oscars. The music's playing. We got to get out of here. See you in Texas.